Clacton votes today in a by-election that nobody wanted, nobody needed, and nobody but Nigel Farage called for, and it's cost taxpayers hundreds of thousands of pounds so that Farage could pick a fight with a bin. Now, I have spent the last week or so in Clacton leafleting and talking to residents about all of this. What struck me was how exasperated people are, including plenty of Farage's own supporters who see it for the stunt that it clearly is. Now, Farage called this by-election because he is under investigation by the Parliamentary Commissioner for Standards over £5 million he took from crypto billionaire Christopher Harborne and failed to register. He resigned his seat, which suspended that investigation, then framed the whole thing as the people versus the establishment, so that a win here could be waved around as proof that the public does not care one bit about the money. Clacton is one of the most reform-friendly seats in the country. Winning it settles nothing about what Britain actually thinks. Worse, the whole strategy rests on advice that appears to have been simply wrong. The investigation does not disappear because he stepped out of Parliament for a few weeks. It resumes when he returns. And that question sits inside a much bigger pile. The Metropolitan Police has been investigating donations to reform since last year, including payments routed through Britain Means Business, a company owned by Richard Tice, after the National Crime Agency said it could not trace the source of £1 million that came from the mother of convicted fraudster George Cottrell. Tice is separately under investigation by the Standards Commissioner. Robert Jenrick, now Reform's Treasury Secretary, is subject to a live Met investigation over an alleged foreign donation to his Conservative leadership campaign. Reform has also been referred to the police again in recent days. This is a party that told you it would clean up British politics, and it has achieved exactly the opposite. Transparency International UK say £1 million donations now account for more than a third of all political funding, up a penny in every pound from a decade ago, and warn that British democracy is becoming a plaything for the super rich. Farage and Reform made a catastrophic error in assuming this investigation would simply go away. It has not, and we may well be back in Clacton fighting another by-election in a few weeks' time. Meanwhile, Reform are slipping in the polls, and Andy Burnham has shown he can beat them at their own game, building momentum online in exactly the way Reform has done for years. Desperation makes far-right populist parties more extreme, which is why the policies keep escalating. Using the Navy and Royal Marines to push boats back into French waters, talks with El Salvador about renting cells in prisons that human rights organisations describe as places of torture. And Lee Anderson was out there flying around trying to negotiate it. Lee Anderson. Treating our closest neighbours and trading partners with open contempt. This is what happens when power is handed to people whose only real instinct is cruelty.